Welcome back to the Learning Commons at Kettering College for another KC Convocation Conversation. This time I'm talking with Dr. Shanese Higgins, the chair of our OTD program and our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer. Let's head on in. I'm here at Kettering College talking with Dr. Shanese Higgins, the chair of our Occupational Therapy Doctoral Program. Dr. Higgins also serves as our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer. Dr. Higgins, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So in your role as the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer, what's your sense? Is this a unique moment in history with regard to race relations and bigotry in this country, or is this an episode within a larger narrative arc of our history?
So I think actually both things are true. I think this is actually a unique moment because you have the convergence of a global pandemic as well as global social unrest, as well as this is a part of an arc that is something that most African Americans and people of color have experienced in the United States since its inception. So this is not something new.
So Dr. Higgins, we're a healthcare college. Right? That's our mission, to educate students to make service a life calling, to view health as harmony with God and body, mind, and spirit. What should we be doing to advance justice, equity, especially with regard to race relations as a healthcare college?
We need to be educating every student that comes through this door about the unique experiences of different classes and intersections of diversity. We need to have faculty who are willing to learn and be educated about those same experiences so that we can treat patients the way that they need to be treated.
Well, you know, that's just so interesting. It seems to me like our mission should be to care for everyone, which by its nature includes the entire spectrum of diverse populations and their traditions, their practices, how they work. And that is not just a mindset, that's a skill set too, isn't it?
Absolutely. And when you're caring for everyone, you still have to be attentive to the unique and individual needs of each patient.
So you're not just the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer here, you're also an occupational therapy faculty member. Tell us a little bit about what you do in the classroom to incorporate diversity and equity education in your doctoral program.
So one of our threads of learning in the OTD program is actually social cultural interactions. And so we have as a mission and a charge within our program to teach about diversity, equity, and inclusion throughout the program. All of our faculty members are passionate about this topic, and so from the first class to the last class, our students are educated on how issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion, particularly social determinants of health, impact our clients and their care.
So where would you put diversity and equity aspects into an overall healthcare professional education training skill set, right? So is it another skill? Is it something that impacts everything? Is it kind of a nice to have? Where does it fit in that set?
It is imperative in the hierarchy of skills that all clinicians need to have. It is not something that's just nice. It literally impacts client outcomes. Life and death decisions are made based off of people's unconscious bias.
Right. So this isn't just a matter of saying it's important that you're attentive to the ethnic or racial identity of a person. You're saying that this is a skill that impacts the way I interact with you as a patient.
Yes.
That's great. Dr. Higgins, what are you hoping that Kettering College accomplishes in the coming year with respect to diversity, equity, inclusion? What would you love to see happen this year?
I would love for us to stand up our strategic plan related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. I would love to see intentional programming socially around diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I would also love to see us have intentional curriculum across all programs related to diversity, equity, and inclusion and the social determinants of health and how they impact those intersections.
Now, I know that over the past year, we've had a number of faculty working on those elements of our strategic plan relating to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So do you really feel like the campus is behind diversity, equity, and inclusion as a strategic initiative?
Yes.
Well, this has been great. I've so appreciated hearing from you. You know, it's terrific to have really solid academic professionals who not only bring passion about diversity, equity, and inclusion to their work, but also have as a set of expertises that enable and bring in the diversity, equity, and inclusion piece into their work. Thank you so much for sharing some of your perspective with us.
Thank you.